Ciao and welcome to my channel. My name is Caruso, I'm Italian, and these are my Italian home recipes from my family home made by me. And today I'm making la parmigiana di melanzane. To be honest with you, this recipe is time consuming, but it's really worthy. It is based on layers of fried aubergines and tomato sauce and then baked. It is typical in the whole south of Italy, so there are many versions of it, and today I'm doing my mom's, of course. For 4 people you will need some basil, 2 garlic cloves, 1 liter of tomato passata, extra virgin olive oil, 4 aubergines, sunflower oil, about 100 grams of cheddar, gouda or similar cheese, some parmesan cheese or grana padano, whatever you have, and then 2 hard-boiled eggs, some mortadella, which is a kind of Italian cured meat. After washing the aubergines, I start to slice them. I take off the top and the bottom, and then also some of the peel. I like to slice them in this direction, because in this way you have less slices and bigger slices, and it's a bit quicker to fry them. But if you prefer, you can slice them in the other way. The slices have to be about 4 or 5 millimeters thick. My husband is a professional chef, so he always gets upset for my cutting technique. But I'm not a professional, so I don't care. The result is good and I don't cut myself, so that's good enough for me. Put the slices of aubergines in a large bowl with coarse salt. Cover them with water and leave it soak for about half an hour. The water will become brownish and it will take away some of the bitterness. In the meantime, we can prepare the tomato sauce. I open the bottom corner of the carton as well, just to avoid to waste even a drop. And then, because when you cook tomato sauce you have to add some water, I just put some in the carton or in the can if I'm using a can, and I rinse the carton and throw the water in the sauce. The heat has to be medium-high, and then when it starts to boil, you turn it down, because you don't really want it to boil, you want it just to simmer, and it cooks for about half an hour, 45 minutes. If you have an electric cooker like mine, you need to stir it once in a while. If you have gas, don't worry about it. While the sauce is cooking, we can start to warm up the oil to fry the aubergines. So I put about 1 centimeter thick of oil in a pan, because the aubergines are very absorbing, so you need a lot of oil. And then I dry the aubergines on a tea towel. I put a layer of aubergines, then another tea towels, and so on. To check if the oil is at temperature, just touch it with a slice of aubergine.
Yeah.
I heard the bubbles, so it's ready to fry. Just let the aubergines cook for a few minutes each side, just to make them a bit golden. And you can touch them with a fork to see if they are still hard. I also put a pinch of salt just on one side, not too much. When the slices are ready, I put them in a colander just to drain a bit of the oil, because they absorb a lot of it and you don't want the parmigiana to be greasy. I see if with the camera I can show you how much I've already collected. I'm halfway through, more or less. Half an hour has passed, so we need to taste the sauce. It is good, but it needs salt and sugar. Just a teaspoon of sugar will be enough, because too much sugar actually makes the sauce bitter. Now it's also time to add the basil and garlic. It's always better to crush the garlic instead of slice it, because the juice come out and the pieces are quite big, so you can always take them off if you don't like it, which is my case. I don't like fine pieces of garlic in the parmigiana or in the pasta. If I do tomato sauce for pasta, so I always take them off. And then of course a bit of olive oil. We give it a stir, and then we can turn the heat off and the sauce is ready. Just leave it on the side for the moment. And now back to our aubergines. As I said, this recipe takes some time. As you can see, there is not much oil left in the pan, so I'm going to add a bit more, and then I have to wait for it to become hot again. And again, I try with a slice of aubergine to see if it's making any bubbles and if it's ready to fry. Now we can put everything together. I've already sliced the cheese, boiled the eggs and sliced them. I also cut the mortadella. I roll 2 slices together and then cut them. In this way I have these kind of swirls. I start with a layer of tomato sauce. And then a thick layer of aubergines. I basically did 2 layers. Then again a layer of tomato sauce. Now I will grate some parmesan cheese on it. to give more flavor. Then I put the eggs on, the cheese and the mortadella, some tomato sauce, and the last layer of aubergines. I did almost 1.5, I just finished all of them. Then I top it with tomato sauce and parmesan cheese. Sometimes my mom beats an egg with parmesan cheese and pour it over, so to create a crust. So if you like, you can try that as well. I prefer without. Now the parmigiana is ready for the oven. Just bake it at 160 degrees for about half an hour. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but this time turned out especially good. Me and my husband finished 3/4 of the tray between us. Maybe it's because I shared the preparation with you. Please let me know if you like this recipe and if you made your own version of it. Buon appetito!